Alright, this is Weapon X Reacts and we're back with another video, and this is gonna be a review of Deadpool and Wolverine. One of the best things about this film is how it's able to balance humor with drama, and I think it's really well done here, and it's just something that we don't get in movies anymore. I just want to let you know that this film has a lot of cameos and it relies on them a lot. And guess what? It does not save this film, but it does tell you what it's gonna be. Another multiverse movie. And do you know what's my problem with multiverse films? Is that they're just excuses for bad writing, bad storytelling, and nostalgia bait. But sometimes they can be done right. Just look at Everything Everywhere All at Once, for example. But I thought this film was just fan service just for the sake of fan service. And there's actually a good thing about this, is that this movie actually respects the movies that came before it. And it even mocks multiverse concepts too. Do you want to know what's the funny thing about this film? Is that it actually pokes fun at Marvel and Disney, and I thought that it was very smart that they did that, but I want to tell you something. This movie is most definitely not gonna save the MCU, no matter how much money it makes. People have given up on the MCU because everything that came out of the MCU right now has been garbage! One of the best things about Deadpool 3 are the fourth wall breaks, and they are really good, and this has been one of the best things about the Deadpool franchise, and it's a good thing that this film has still got that self-aware humor that people really love to see. The action sequences in this film are just fantastic, and they are full of adrenaline too. And I really think this film has got some of the best action scenes ever put on an MCU film. One of the biggest problems with this film is that its villain was kinda average. Like, her motivations changed from scene to scene, and it just felt like to me like she was just another destroy the world bad guy, and I really thought the actress who played her did an okay job. One thing that I liked about this film is that it actually tried to mock woke modern society tropes, and this is just an example of how good the humor in these movies are. And they're also not afraid to be self-aware too. I want to talk about Wolverine's suit in this film. And one thing that I liked about it was that it was actually accurate to the comics. And you could tell that this film was made for the fans. And that is just something that we don't have anymore. The cinematography of this movie was just fantastic, and it really fits the humorous tone of this film. And it's also one of the reasons of why the action scenes are so damn good. And they even did a great job of balancing brighter colors in dark moments, and you could really tell that the cinematography really helps out this film's narrative, including Deadpool's relationship with Wolverine. Okay, so first off, Hugh Jackman officially returns as Wolverine, and I really think that this has to be one of his best performances in his entire career as an actor, and he was just born to play as Wolverine. And his character was just so entertaining to watch, but he was also tragic and well written too. And to me, he was the best part of the film. This film did a great job at the box office too, and this is how much money it made. $103.3 million, and it had a $200 million budget. That just shows you that there is still good content coming out from Hollywood. I really thought Mr. Paradox was a mediocre villain, and the reason why was because his motivation and relation to the plot lacked depth. And another reason why was because he was so forgettable too. And one positive I'll give this character is that the actor who played him did a great job. I'm gonna show you the trailers of this film, starting with the first one.
Happy birthday to you. Okay. It's been a challenging few years, for sure. But I'm happy. That is because of each and every one of you. I'm the luckiest man alive. Make a wish, buddy. Lee Wilson? Who's asking? Is that supposed to be scary? Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Miss Wilson, you appear to have soiled yourself while unconscious.
I was unconscious. Who are you? Why am I here?
Walk with me. Wait. You are special. This is your chance to be a hero among heroes.
I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei. Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
It's actually kind of interesting to me how good and well written this line actually is.
Don't just stand there, you ape. Give me a hand up. No,
I'm actually not gonna lie to you right here. This shot right here is really damn good.
It's okay, thank you very much.
Let's go with the second one.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy-daisy. Oh, whiskey
lucky dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40. You don't want this. Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider. I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about. Not my fucking problem. Is that what you said when your world went to shit? Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback? Go fuck yourself.
Do you know what's the most interesting thing about this version of Wolverine? It's that he destroyed his entire world, but it also destroyed himself too. Also, later in the film, he gets over that and he makes it his main motivation to make sure that that never happens again. And in the final fight, he nearly sacrifices himself.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do. Trust me, kid, I'm no hero. You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now. That's what I'm talking about. Motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Wanna do some cocaine? Hey, cocaine is one thing that Feige said is off limits. What about Bolivian marching band? You know all the slang terms, they have a list. Even snowboarding? Even disco dust. White girl interrupted? Even force pump. Do you want to build a snowman? Yes! I can.
Let's go with the last one. And also, one thing before I start the trailer is that this one actually focuses more on the emotional tone rather than just the comedic side.
I know I turn everything into a joke, but I care. I want to use that for something important. I waited a long time for this team up. In my world, you're well regarded. You were an X-Man. Fuck that, you were the X-Man. Wolverine. He's a hero in my world. You know what? He ain't shit in mine. God used to beg me to wear this suit. So it's torn and beast. But I couldn't have him thinking I wanted to be there. It was too late. It's only 9 people. But my entire world is right here in this picture. And I have no idea how to save it alone. But you know how to save it. Whoever you think I am. You got the wrong guy.
You were always the wrong guy. Till you weren't.
Are you ready? Fuck yeah, I'm ready. I'm the Wolverine.
now you actually understand that this film is really good, and I totally recommend you watch it because to me this was the most fun films I have ever seen in my life. And it's just one of those R-rated films that did big at the box office, but there is no hope for the MCU anymore because they messed it up by pushing their own pathetic woke agenda instead of focusing on what matters: the audience. And it's a good thing that this movie respects that. And that is just something that Hollywood lacks right now. It lacks that creativity, that respect that we need. I'm gonna break down the plot of this film. So Deadpool's peaceful existence comes crashing down when the Time Variance Authority recruits him to help safeguard the multiverse. He soon unites with his would-be pal Wolverine to complete the mission and save his world from an existential threat. The plot of this film is basically just average. That's it. Ryan Reynolds' performance as Deadpool is still comedic and amazing as per usual. Also, there was a lot of heart in this character too. Like in this film, he wants to feel like he matters to people, and he even tries to join the Avengers too. This character just proves that Ryan Reynolds is a great comedic actor, and it was also redemption from his terrible performance in X-Men Origins Wolverine. Because in that film, they ruined this character. I'm going to explain the ending of this film. So after Deadpool and Wolverine worked together to kill Cassandra Nova and destroy the Time Ripper, Mr. Paradox gets the consequences he deserves. Then we see a scene of Deadpool and Wolverine eating shawarma together, and I think that that is a nod to that Avengers scene. And they are even joined by the characters from The Void. And we could see that they are smiling and enjoying their time together. Then the camera pans over and allows us to see a shot of Deadpool and Wolverine's helmets. I want to talk about the post-credit scene of this film. So it shows a scene of Deadpool going back to the TVA to rewind back to when he got captured with Wolverine and Human Torch. And I think maybe what the scene is trying to do is that it's basically just Deadpool trying to clear his name when it came to the death of Human Torch. And in this scene, Human Torch is talking about his thoughts on Cassandra Nova. And Deadpool and Wolverine get sick and tired of it, and then they start leaving the cage. Sean Levy's directing of this film was just fantastic, and he really proved that he is one of those filmmakers that really care about the source material and the characters. He even directed some other films like The Free Guy, Real Steel, and many more. And these are the kind of films which I really like and respect. And if you haven't seen them, I totally recommend you watch them once in your life. Also, in conclusion, this was an amazing film and definitely one of the best films that the MCU has ever made. And even though it's not going to save it, it's still got its audience and it's making it big right now. Also, the marketing for this film was just insane, and it's a lot better than all the other films that's going to be coming out later on, and guess what? They're all going to be dog shit. Also, anyway, that's all I got for today. Go away now, and always remember, strike back like a weapon against wokeness.